It's always been more than a highlight show. It truly is a football night tradition. In now our 40th season, we bring you the best of Minnesota high school football.
TrueStone Financial presents the KARE 11 Prep Sports Extra. Now, here's your host, Randy Shaver.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Tonight, we have just a 10 o'clock prep extra. No 11 o'clock show tonight. The only teams in action, the big schools, Class 6A, first-round matchups. Historically, the 4 seed versus the 5 seed games are the best ones, and that's our spotlight game tonight. Number 5, Prior Lake, at number 4, Mounds View. Winner advances, losers done. Spotlight game. Prior Lake quarterback Caden Wick is just crushed by Evan Hatton on this play, forces a punt from the end zone. It's 6-3 in favor of Mounds View at this point. That's a safety. Now it's 8-3 in favor of Mounds View. Later in the quarter, Prior Lake's touchdown run by Hunter McGilvray, 68 yards on the score. They would go for 2. Levi Eider converts it, and the Lakers lead 11-8. Fourth quarter, Mounds View, Jacob Sampson, the quarterback, keeper, touchdown, 15-11, under 3 minutes to go. It's Wick to Eider. It's a touchdown. And the 5 seed, Prior Lake, wins tonight in a great game at Mounds View. Final score, 17-15. They will play the 1 seed Centennial next. Also in the same bracket, Rosemount 51-7. Woodbury beat Buffalo 42-0. The Irish got that running game going tonight. Will Perutka on the long run gets knocked down at the 1-yard line, but the Irish will finish the drive. Perutka will score the touchdown to give Rosemount a 14-0 lead. Here's the score, and then they turn it over to Jackson Ganser. A 29-yard touchdown run in the second quarter, right up the gut. 51-7, Rosemount a winner. George Bajelis threw 5 first-half touchdown passes for Woodbury. This one to Charlie Jacobson, and Woodbury rolls. 42-0 tonight was the final. So here's the upper left side of the 32-team bracket. 4 teams advance to the next round. Centennial against Mounds View. Rosemount will be at Woodbury. Sticking with the left side of that bracket, let's go to the lower left bracket of 8. The 5-4 matchup, Champlin Park and Shakopee. And the Rebels get on the board first. Preston Tilkey to McGuire Bowerboom. This is a 53-yard touchdown. Champlin Park leads Shakopee 6-0. Leighton Kearns, the quarterback for Shakopee. Off the option, keeps it, takes it, touchdown. And the Sabres win, 34-12 to advance. This was a great game at Anoka. Tanner Zolnowski to Flamino. Touchdown Eastridge. The 6th seed leads 7-0. Peyton Podani to Afi Abikwe. This touchdown gave Anoka a 14-7 lead. Zolnowski to Charlie Byrne. Eastridge with the biggest upset of the night. 6 seed over a 3 seed. 35-28. They'll play Minnetonka next. Lakeville South rolls tonight, and they will host Shakopee. South wins 56-0. Lower left side of the 6A bracket. Next week, it's South against Shakopee, and it's Eastridge traveling to Minnetonka.
Hot Highlights is sponsored by TrueStone Financial.
Our Hot Highlights winner this week, thanks to your voting all week long on KARE11.com, 44% of the vote, Braden Klein out of Shakopee. Here it is, 2 seconds left in the game against Blaine. This touchdown catch wins the game for the Sabres, 56-52. It's our Hot Highlights winner this week. We have 3 new choices Monday night at 6 on KARE11. And as we go to break, here's a video on how to celebrate a big Minnesota high school football playoff win. Check out Randolph's football players after a rain-soaked section victory on Tuesday night. I'm sorry, this looks great. Randolph High takes on unbeaten St. Agnes tomorrow evening in the section semifinals in Class 2A. That looks fun. We'll be right back. to the action now. Egan Jr. running back Tate Gage, 208 yards and 3 touchdowns tonight. This one from 44 yards out. A little bit later against White Bear Lake. This is a 5-4 matchup. Egan at home against White Bear. It's Gage again. 41 yards on the score. The Wildcats win to advance 45-27. Forest Lake, the 3 seed, hosting Wayzata tonight. Leighton Pats are on a crazy run for Forest Lake down to the 3-yard line. It would set up a touchdown for the Rangers. It's a big win for them. They win over Wayzata tonight. We checked the final, 31-7. So Forest Lake will go to Lakeville North, who had a couple of issues with Coon Rapids tonight, but ends up winning that game 28-12. Egan, 45-27. Where do they go next? Eden Prairie. And the Eagles winning tonight over Osseo. Xander Hemish, the quarterback, 46 yards to Joshua Kelly off the play action. A little bit later, second quarter, running back Elijah Rumpf. This is a 57-yard touchdown run around the end. He takes off and they're not going to get it. 41-12, Eden Prairie wins tonight. So the 4 teams advancing out of the upper right side of the 6A bracket. EP will host Egan next week, and Forest Lake will travel to Lakeville North. The lower right final bracket of 8 has Stillwater, the number 1 seed. They clobbered Hopkins tonight 56-6, which means the Ponies get the winner of Rochester Mayo at St. Michael Albertville. First year in 6A for Mayo. Touchdown strike, Reese Grimsrud to LeBron Seastadstad, 7-yard touchdown, Mayo leading 21-13. Back come the 4-seed Knights, Will Bartell, Owen Eggy. 11 yards on the touchdown catch. They add the 2-point conversion to tie the game, but Mayo rallies to win with a touchdown with 37 seconds left, 28-21 Mayo. Top seed Stillwater, as I said, Tanner Schmidt. A great catch from the sophomore quarterback Nick Kinsey. Stillwater rolling over Hopkins tonight, 56-6 was the final score. Defending champion Maple Grove, Dylan Vocal, 65 yards on the touchdown run. This was the Battle of the Grove. Park Cottage Grove at Maple Grove. Maple Grove wins to advance 53-21. 6 seed Farmington at 3 seed Edina. John Warpinski, 26 yards to the house, and the Hornets in front early, 7-0. They got a great junior receiver in Meyer Sweeney. Touchdown strike here from Mason West from 28 yards out. The Hornets are playing great football. 42-0 was the final. Here are the 4 teams advancing out of the lower right side of the 6A bracket. 16 teams still alive. 16 teams saw their season end tonight in Class 6A. The next round for 6A is Friday night, November 3rd. We're back actually tomorrow with a Prep Sports Extra covering the section semifinals in Class 5A and smaller. Here's some of the matchups that we're going to take a look at tomorrow in a full Prep Sports Extra day. 10:15 on Care and 11 o'clock is our show. Now, Two Rivers at St. Thomas Academy. That's an 8-1 team against a 6-2. That is going to be our spotlight game tomorrow. Apple Valley, Jefferson at noon. St. Croix Lutheran. How about Holy Family? 6-3. They're the 2 seed in their section. They get St. Croix. The Battle of Fridley tomorrow. Fridley Totino Grace at 1 o'clock. This is the game we've got circled. We're going to that game tomorrow. Rockford at 8-1 against the 7-1 Dassel Cokato Chargers at 2 o'clock. What a great game in Class 3A. And of course, the number 1 seed, the number 1 team in 5A is Chan, and they host Waconia tomorrow. Most games being played in the afternoon tomorrow. Bundle up, Buttercups. It's going to be a very cold afternoon. We'll see you back here tomorrow for another edition of the Prep Sports Extra. Good night.